in our previous videos, we have learnt about inference rules, resolution and proposition logic. Here we will try to cover resolution in first order logic. Now, and still in previous videos, I've already taught you what is propositional logic and what is first order logic. Okay, so here we have inference resolution with respect to first order logic. Let us go to the slide. Okay, this is what we have seen, right? Algorithm of resolution is also seen. Okay, same funda is used for first order logic also. Okay, so let us see a simple example. Something new is there, of course. Let us see a simple example. So here I have first order logic. See here, I have animal g of x or loves f of x. So it is animal g of x or loves f of x comma x and not loves a comma b or kills a comma b. Okay, so the one who doesn't love will or will not kill, it is something like that, or some statement is given to you. Now here what you will do when you will go to resolve these two statements, just imagine these two statements are given to you. Okay, you want to resolve these two statements. So when I go to resolve this two statement, loves and not loves, are the two complementary literals, right? These are the two complementary literals. So but there is one difference between two. Here f of x comma x is there and over here a comma b is there. So can I resolve them? Yes, I can resolve them, but after unifying them. So what is unifier? I have introduced here a new term called as unifier. So what I'll do is, instead of a, use f of x, and instead of b, use the word x. Okay, so what it will be? Animal, like if I do this, in place of a, I put here f of x and here I put x, right? So this becomes same, f of x comma x, f of x comma x. So in that fashion I can cancel these two. Okay, so what remains is g of x and the other part is kills f of x comma x. So this is what it will remain behind. Okay, so instead of a we are putting f of x and in place of b we are putting x. Fine. So this is little idea. So that term is called as unification. Okay, so just see here, what we have to do is, you will find similarity of this with respect to the previous one. Convert all the sentences to CNF. First step is the same. Okay, negate conclusion S and convert the result to CNF. So you need to whatever like conclusion you want to derive it, you will negate it and you will add it to CNF. Add the negated conclusion to your knowledge base or to your premise clauses. Okay, then so till here everything is the same. Repeat until contradiction or no progress is made. Okay, select two clauses, take any two clauses, they are going to be your parent clauses. Resolve them together, but what you need to do is you need to perform all the required unification. So unification was missing in propositional logic, which is introduced over here. Okay, so while resolving, if I need to do the relevant unifications. If resolvent is empty clause, okay, a contradiction has been found. If nothing is coming, like if I get empty clause like I was getting previously also, so that means my search is successful. Okay, and S is the conclusion of the knowledge base. Otherwise, okay, no new resolvent I'm getting to the premises, so I need to stop. That means S is not getting proved. So if you will see, this algorithm is same like previous, only one thing is added over here, that is nothing but unification while resolving. Okay, let us see examples. So this is example. Mother, Lulu, Fifi. That is, Lulu is mother of Fifi. Okay, and Lulu is alive also. Okay, so what I want to prove is that Lulu is older than Fifi. Okay, so this is what we want to prove. So as we said, you have to negate whatever you want to prove and you need to add it to the clause. So I need to prove that Lulu is older, so we will negate it. This is called as Daniel and we will add this also to our clause list. Okay, so mother, Lulu, Fifi, alive, Lulu, these are all the clauses that I have. I know example is little funny, so fun should be there in our study, right? So here I can say that we have added these for all x, for all y, mother x comma y. So here mother x comma y, that is, I have written this as general, that is Lulu is the mother of Fifi. So x stands for Lulu, y stands for Fifi. So this concludes that Lulu is parent of Fifi. It concludes that Lulu is parent of Fifi. The other one is for all x, for all y, parent of x comma y and alive of x, then it is older. So when will I conclude that it is older? If Lulu is the parent of Fifi and Lulu is alive, that means of course Lulu is older than Fifi. Okay, so these two statements will help us reaching conclusion. Okay, so what is our first step while proving this? Is we need to take the clauses. Now I have not taken all the clauses in line because of restrictions of place, right? So what I'll do is I will take only the relevant clause, whatever we need. Okay, so first clause we have taken mother Lulu comma Fifi, and the second clause we have taken is not mother or parent of Fifi. Okay, we have taken the first clause mother Lulu Fifi. First clause we have taken as mother Lulu Fifi, and second clause, see what you need to do is while you go for resolution you just have to neglect this. Okay, neglect it. After that you have to convert. We know we have to convert it into CNF, so convert this into CNF. The moment when I convert this into CNF, what do I get? Not of mother x comma y or parent of x comma y. Okay, so again convert this part also into the CNF. Okay, everything I expect in CNF. Okay, so we'll take our first clause this, and second one we are taking this clause. Okay, not of mother or parent of xy. So we have taken this clause. Okay, now what you can find over here is, here I have mother Lulu Fifi, here I have mother xy. So what I need to do is I need to do unification. So what will be my unification? Instead of x I need to put the value Lulu, and instead of y I need to put the value Fifi. So this is unification what I perform. After performing unification, this and this gets resolved. Now what remains is parent Lulu Fifi, not xy. You have done the unification, so xy is replaced by Lulu and Fifi. So here I have parent Lulu and Fifi. Now take the other clause. What was your other clause? Is this one, right? Converted into CNF. After converting into CNF, I get it over here, right? So now this clause is there and this clause is there. So if you will compare the two clauses, here parent I have. But again I need to do the unification. Replace x by Lulu and y by Fifi. So I do this. Again what happens? This and this gets resolved. Now what remains is this, not alive or older. That I'm putting over here. Now again I won't have x and y. In place of that I'll have Lulu and Fifi at the relevant places. Then what clause remains? Now see, we have already covered. We have covered this clause, we have taken this clause, we have taken this clause. Now what remains is this alive, and what remains is this not older. These two clauses are remaining. Okay, so next clause we have taken alive. We are free to take any clause. Okay, so here alive Lulu gets cancelled. So what remains over here is older clause, and the last clause which was remaining is not older clause. Again this clause gets cancelled, this clause, these get resolved. Now what remains as an output is an empty set. Okay, it remains an empty set. So I can say that my conclusion is derived. Okay, it is that simple. We'll see one more example. Now here example is given in the form of statements. Okay, we need to convert it into first order logic, which we also call it as predicate logic. So what is our statement? John likes all kind of food. Apple and vegetables are foods. Okay, these are the statements given. And what I want to prove is this: John like peanuts. Okay, this is what we need to prove by resolution. So what is again the first step we are doing is, we are converting it to predicate logic, or we can call it as first logic. I'll just explain first sentence to you. John likes all kind of foods. Okay, now what does John likes? All kind of food. So I say likes John comma x. So I say all kinds, right? All. So I'll be using for all. For all x, where x is food, it is liked by John. Okay. What is the second statement? Second statement is apple and vegetables are food. So here I can say as, what is our function? Function I need to take out. Food is the function. So food, apple. Term is apple, right? And so I say apple is also food and vegetable is also food. In this fashion, all statements are written. Okay, you can see them. Now what do we want to prove is, we want to prove that John like peanuts. Okay, so John like peanuts, this is what we want to prove. So I'll say likes John comma peanut. Likes is a function, John and peanut are the terms. So here comes our way. Okay, first of all I need to convert it into CNF. Okay, so again our rules are same. Fine, I'll just explain the way how to do it. Explaining each statement is not possible. So remove this implication, right? How to remove implication? Put it not of or. Okay, in this fashion, wherever implications are there, you try to remove it. Okay, so our step is to convert it into CNF. Each and every statement we have converted into CNF. After converting into CNF, we need to move the negation inwards. Like if we have negation of A in round bracket, negation of A or B, so I can write it as negation of A and negation of B. So wherever this negation statement is applicable, we need to resolve it. For example, if you will see here, there is one negation statement, like negation of, in brackets I have killed of X. So negation will get cancelled. What I will get is as killed of X or alive of X. In this fashion, I need to remove all the negation statements, right? Further, after removing negation, what we need to do is rename the variable or standardize the variables. Okay, rename. So what we will do again, because number of times I have x, what we will do in every statement, we will use separate variables. Here I have, because anyways we have to go for unification. Okay, so here I have x, I'll keep x. Further, in this statement again I had x. So in place of that, what we are doing is we are using y and z. Okay, y and z. So accordingly we are substituting. Okay, here x we had, so in place of that we are using w. So you can use any number of variable. Okay, use separate variable for each statement. Then after that, you need to remove the extensional quantifier. Now we don't have any extensional quantifier, so we won't do this step. Next is you need to drop universal quantifier. Okay, so that also we will drop. Okay, simply remove it, you don't have to do anything for it. And finally, negate the statement to be proved. Now what statement do I want to prove is this statement. So I'll negate that particular statement, and this is my knowledge base, so it is already added to the knowledge base by negating it. Okay, after doing this, okay, our statements are ready. Now what we have to do is we need to go to resolution graph. Okay, so my first statement is not likes. Okay, this is my jth statement. I'll do one thing, I'll give you a PDF. Okay, I'll upload a PDF which will have this example, so you can match that example with our resolution graph. Okay, so this is my jth statement, this is my eighth statement, J and A. Now what happens over here? Likes John is there, like John Peanut is there, like John X is there. So what I need to do is I can negate them when, if I replace X by peanuts. Okay, so I remove this, I remove this. So resolution is done. What remains behind is food peanuts. Now X is not there. In place of X I have peanuts. Now I'll take the statement, which is the statement D. We have numbered those statements, right? So this is D statement. So now in this D statement I have food, right? So I can resolve these two if and only if in place of Z I put peanuts. So this is called as unification. We will do unification. What remains, it will come over here, right? Now eat statement. Now this is my E statement. Eats is nothing but my statement number E. Okay, so now this statements, again what I can do is I can remove this. Now what is my resolution? In place of Y put Anil. So in place of Y I'll put Anil. Okay, and what remains after resolution? I killed Anil remains. Okay, go to another statement. Now this gets matched with my statement I. Okay, so this is my statement I. So what I can do is, again I'll remove this, I'll remove this. What remains is, sorry, how can I remove alive? I'll remove killed. Okay, so what remains over here is alive. Okay, so again finally, now what statement? My F statement is having the word alive Anil. Okay, there's no need to unify it because Anil is here, Anil is here. Okay, so finally I reach at my end. Okay, so this so I can say that I got the solution. Okay, it is true. Resolution. So my conclusion is what I expected. What did I expect? I like, what was my conclusion that I expected? I expect that it got proved. I had expected that John liked peanuts. Okay, John liked peanuts. So John is liking peanuts. Okay, this is what I got it as true. Okay. So I can say that negation of conclusion is proved as complete contradiction with the given set of statement. Okay, this way of giving proofs is called as proofs by refutation, or it is also called as proofs by contradiction. Okay, refutation. Like we consider whatever we want to prove, we consider negation of it and we try to prove it. And this was given by John Allan Robinson in the year 1965. There's one more simple example, you can study it as, no issues. One more simple example, okay. So what is the example? these statements are given to me and I want to prove that if bird is bird a twitty. Okay, I have to written that whether it is true or false. Is twitty a bird? This is what I want to prove. So twitty, is it a bird? Okay, so now what it is given, these two statements are given, like for all x, okay, all birds have feather. The statement is all birds have feathers. I have converted into first order logic. Further we have converted into CNF. Okay, so I can say that if for all x, if x is having feathers, then that x is a bird. Okay, so we converted into CNF. And secondly, they have also given us one more statement like twitty has feathers. So twitty has feathers. So what do I want to conclude, that twitty is a bird? Yes or no? Okay, so we have converted into CNF. It's very simple. Take both the statements, whatever you have, your clauses. Okay, we have converted into CNF. We have taken our clauses. Now in these two clauses, what I can say is feathers of x and feathers of twitty. So here I can apply unification, like I can replace x by twitty. Okay, I can replace x by twitty. So both gets cancelled, right? Resolved. What remains is bird of twitty, because I have already applied unification. Okay, replace x by twitty. So here I have bird of twitty. So this goes and this goes. What remains at the end is nothing. So I proved that twitty is a bird. Okay, it is that simple. So in our next video, I think this is enough for this resolution with respect to CNF. Okay, now in the next video we are going to learn about okay, I'll continue in next video, deductive retrieval systems. Thank you for now.